Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. I hope all the topics which we have studied earlier, you are well versed with all those topics over there, and if any kind of doubt is there, please feel free to ask those. Today we are going to begin with our new topic over there, which is of word order, right? So if first of all, please tell me, what do you think from the very word itself, word order? Order itself clears that it will be the sequence, right? The way the different words are arranged in a sentence over there. So this is what we are going to learn about in this very video itself. Word order, how different words are arranged, and it will basically comprise of all the rules and regulations of different kinds of adverbs and the sequence in which they are going to be arranged in a sentence. Okay, so let's get started with that. First of all, in the English itself, it is very much important for us to use grammatical rules also, as well as a proper sequence of all those things, that it should convey a proper sense over there. But if we will mingle it with the different things over there, it will not convey a proper sense that what we are intended to clarify over there. Thus, we need to learn the proper sequence of the things in which those things should be arranged. So now we are going to study about different kinds of adverbs over there first of all, and those adverbs, how they are going to be arranged in the sentence. Let's begin with first of all adverb of place, time and duration. Adverb of place, time and duration will depict different kinds of adverb. For example, adverb of place, it will tell you that which very particular place the action has been performed, where, right? And time, when that particular action has been performed. Duration, up to which very time it has been performed over there. All these three things will be justified by these adverb of place, time and duration itself. So in case of the adverb of place, time and duration, usually they will come at the end of the sentence. But sometimes we need to put more stress over there on the adverb of time itself. Time, we need to put stress on time itself. In that very situation, we can place it at the beginning also. For example, last week he joined our class. In this very sentence, which is the time? Last week, right? And we need to put stress on the time itself, that at which very particular time he has joined? Last week. So we can place it in the beginning also in some cases. Adverb of place usually comes at the beginning of sentence. For example, here is the book you are looking for, by indicating the place, that if you are finding a particular thing, here it is lying. Then in written English, other adverbs of place can come at the beginning of sentence itself. For example, across the sand flowed a small stream. Adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency will tell you how often that action has been performed over there, right? So they are placed before the words they modify. See the example, they always work hard. Not one day or a single day. How much extent they are performing? It is every single day, always. They always work hard over there. So adverb of frequency will be placed before the word they modify. They are placed after an auxiliary verb if it consists of more than one word. Now, which are the auxiliaries verbs over there? Auxiliaries are your helping words, right? Is, am, are, has, have, was, were, been. All the helping verbs are your auxiliaries verb, and it will be placed after those very over there. Adverb of frequency is usually placed after the helping verbs. Then they are placed after not. In case a negation is there in the sentence, negative is there, not is there, then in that very case, adverb of frequency will be placed after that very negation. After that, not. See the example, he doesn't always work hard. In this sentence, doesn't is a negation, right? Not is used with the does over there. So your adverb of frequency is always. So it is placed soon after not itself in the sentence. Then in case a question is there, interrogative sentence is there, then in that case your adverb of frequency will be placed after the subject in the sentence. See the example, do they often come to see you, which is subject in this sentence? They, right? So your adverb of frequency is placed after the subject. Now see that some adverbs over there like almost, already, also, hardly, they will also follow the rules of adverb of frequency itself. Usually they will be placed after the word which they are going to modify. In these cases also some exceptional cases are there, some exceptional adverbs are there which will be placed other than the rules that we have studied. For example, already and soon, they can come at the end of sentence also. See the example, we had already met him. Now there is one most exceptional case over there in which very sentence we are going to use scarcely and hardly. In those very sentence it will be followed by the very word when. It is compulsory. Whenever a scarcely and hardly is there in the sentence, when will be used. See the example, scarcely had the rain stopped when the players went into the field. Now there are some stressed adverbs over there. So those adverbs will be placed before the auxiliary. For example, he always has done his best. Always is the stressed verb over there, and which was your helping verb over here? Has. So it will be placed before the auxiliaries over there. In case of often, often can come at the sentence of, at the end of the sentence. He visits us often. Never, never can come at the beginning of the sentence. Never I had met such a foolish person. By stressed adverbs, I mean these three different words: often, never, always, and their situation in which they are going to be applied in the sequence over there, whether at the beginning or at the ending. Then comes adverb of manner. First of all, what is adverb of manner? Adverb of manner tells us the very particular way in which that action has been performed. So those adverb of manners will be, if it will depend upon two different cases. If your sentence is in active voice over there, then your adverb of manner will come at the end. See the example, he painted the picture very badly. Here it is very badly is your adverb of manner, and the sentence being in an active form, it is at the end. And if in case of the passive form, it will be put before the participle over there. How many participles are there? Present participle and past participle. If a verb is having with ing or the past form, second form over there. In those very cases, in the passive form, it will be placed before the participle itself. See the example, the picture was very badly painted. Here participle was painted and your adverb of manner was very badly, so it has been placed before. Now, if the situation arises that there are two different kinds of adverbs in the same sentence, then in which very sequence they will be entered over there in the sentence. When we wish to use an adverb of place and an adverb of time, which will be the particular order, adverb of place will be at the first position and adverb of time will be at the after that very place itself. See, for example, he went out yesterday. Now next situation is, if we wish to emphasize the adverb of time, sometimes earlier as we have studied, if we need to put stress on the time itself, it can be placed at the beginning of the sentence. Also, an adverb giving the number of times an event occurs, it will come normally before the adverb of time. She went to library several times last week. So these are the different rules and regulations of different kinds of adverbs and the sequence in which they are going to be arranged in a particular sentence. Go through these rules and regulations, solve your assignments as well as the practice paper. Thank you.